It seems that everywhere you turn, people are going green. But what does it really mean to live a green lifestyle, and how is it possible? Vancouver VJ Ian McKenzie caught up with the girl his country has voted the greenest Canadian to check out her typical day.
I'm here with Emily Jubenvill to find out what it takes to be Canada's greenest person.
Typical day in the life of the greenest Canadian. Well, it starts about 7 o'clock in the morning, and I usually just hop right on my bike and then I go to work. That's kind of as green as well, I guess you could say. So I'm a sustainability coordinator at Canadian Bioenergy Corporation, and we're a biodiesel company, so we supply Western Canada with biodiesel, and I don't think it's really worth it to say that the little things don't count, because they do count. Every little thing counts.
I hate plastic bags, and I've been known to stash reusable grocery bags in my roommate's purse in an attempt to make it easier.
We'll take reusable grocery bags and sort of wrap them up and stick them in her purse, and then when she gets to the grocery store, she's rooting around for a wallet or whatever, and they pop up.
Along with recycling everything, I've got a worm composter under the sink. It's pretty cool how those little guys eat up the kitchen scraps, and it's an excellent fertilizer for my plants.
It is so important for the younger generation to get involved because, unfortunately, we're going to be the ones bearing the brunt of climate change. And I find that most people talk about climate change as if it's going to be something that happens 50 years from now or 100 years from now, and our future generations will suffer. But really, it's right now. And if you have any imagination, the world is our oyster all over again.
So these beets might be ready. Oh, they're getting there. Not quite done.
Are you going to make choices in your lifestyle, or are you going to make choices on a one-off occasion? And so if you have something you're really inspired by, or that you find that you're really passionate about, and that's why you choose to make the decisions you're making in your daily life, then they're going to stick, and they're going to be long-term, and it's not going to be a big deal. You know, people are like, you ride your bike in the rain? Or you have worms in your house? Are you crazy? And it doesn't faze me, it's just part of my life. Really what it comes down to is always being conscious of the choices that you're making. So I have the same cravings as everyone else. I'm tired, I just want to get home for the day, and I don't want to cook. And there's a McDonald's right downstairs in my apartment. And I've been tempted more than a few times, but usually I'm just like, is that really what I want to do? Like, I've got fresh vegetables from my garden upstairs. This is just the way I live my life. Pretty simple, lots of little things added up over time, and I'm always trying to improve and get more stuff going. So if people can see that and say, hey, she's got a garden and she lives in the middle of the city, maybe I can do that, or any of those sort of things, and I think I've succeeded and possibly lived up to that title as greenest person in Canada.
Great story, Ian. She's so young. What was it like hanging out with the greenest Canadian?
I really had a great time hanging out with Emily because even though she's so young, she's done so many green things, and so it's really inspiring just to hang out and cover her story.
And environmental stories are a focus for you?
Well, you hear so many bad things about the environment coming out that I figure it's kind of nice to cover good news stories once in a while.
Now, I've heard you don't usually go on camera, so are we stepping outside of your comfort zone a bit with this webcam here?
It's true, being behind the camera is my strong point, but when duty calls, I have been known to step out front.
So what are you most comfortable doing? What's your VJ specialty?
Well, I like doing lots of different stories from different perspectives, politics, and especially the environment and human rights and things like that. So I hope to keep covering these topics in the future.
Thanks a bunch, Ian. Keep up the great work.
Thanks a lot.